I've been having a rough week, I guess. Actually, it's been rough for a few months. Something happened that just like ripped open my family plotting against me and sending me away trauma. And I'm not going to get into all of it. I just kind of want to acknowledge that this is something I've been dealing with. And honestly, feel like this is a safer place for that than talking directly to the people who are affecting me in the way where, it's opened up this trauma wound. Because I tried talking to them. And it went terribly. They think that they're so nice. They think that they're so great, just like my family did. They're like, oh, I can see that you're triggered. I'm so sorry that you have trauma, but that's like not my fault. And I can't carry all of your trauma for you. This is Kelly talking. I have cptsd. And on this channel, I talk about childhood trauma and my healing journey. And you know what? My therapist says that it's always a journey. You never get to the end. Thank you, therapist, for reminding me that I'm not flawed, for the fact that I, am still experiencing this and going through this. And also thank you for, I don't remember who it was exactly, but someone else had on their YouTube short, I'll try to find it so I can link it in the description. But they were talking about how if you think that you've gotten over a trauma and then you re-experience it again, you're having flashbacks or having a hard time coping with that trauma again, that it's not a sign that you've regressed. It can actually be a sign that you've progressed, because you're at a new place in life where you're seeing the trauma through a new lens. And so you have to process it through the new lens that you've gained. So it's like we're always processing this shit, because as we evolve and understand our trauma more, we have to reprocess it. Or as people do things to us that remind us of what happened. And it's like, wow, this is eerily familiar. And you have to decide and try to understand, is this actually a red flag? Or is this just a trigger? Did this person trigger me because they just laugh similarly to someone who abused me, but the laugh doesn't mean they did something wrong? Or is it what they're actually literally doing? I think what they're actually literally doing is triggering me, and I have to live with this. These aren't people I can just choose to not be friends with. I mean, I've chosen not to be friends with, but these people are in my life forever. And there's just so much going on right now. And also nothing going on at the same time. It's me processing who is around me at this point in my life, and realizing that the years and years of discomfort that I felt were not just me having an inability to be cool or be chill. It's literally, all of that discomfort for years and years was because of the red flag, was because they were red flags. And I wanted to see the good. I wanted it to be real. And so I wanted the problem to be me so that I could reach and attain this happy facade that these people have, that they're just like, oh, we're happy. And you're not. Well, you know what? Not being happy isn't a crime. And being upset by your like meanness wasn't a crime. It's not. I didn't do anything. And the fact that I got really mad and that I get mad sometimes, what am I to do? What I am to do is to, know and love that this is just a subset. These are people in my life, but they are not everyone. And they're not everyone. I own my house. I'm not going to go into a mental institution. So that's my biggest fear. That's my biggest fear, is that the people who are the bad actors are going to plot and convince everyone that I am the problem and I need to be sent away again. Because that all happened behind my back for people who are pretending like they love me. And so hearing that people are talking shit about me behind my back because I have cptsd, and they're making fun of my cptsd and saying that I am essentially a toxic human being, they accidentally included me in a text. I guess I did just tell you what it was. I accidentally got included in a text message where people were making fun of my cptsd. Yeah. Saying that I'm toxic, basically, and that I am like too angry, that my boundaries aren't healthy because I'm like, whatever. It doesn't even matter. And then I have like friends who I wish I could like, move on the way that, my friend who I talked to about this, who's really nice. I talked to her and like I was trying to like, how would you handle this? And they basically said, well, because of X, Y, and Z about these people, like, that they have major issues, so why even care about their opinion? And it's not, though, like I totally get that and I want to believe that, but the thing is, it opened up my fucking trauma of like, oh, these people are talking shit about me behind my back. What is that going to lead to? Who can I trust? I don't trust them. When I confronted them about it, they're just like, you need to forgive. We can't be your dumping ground or whatever. That's not exactly what they said. I can't hold your anger for you. Bitch, you fucking talked shit and I want an apology. That they're reversing it and blaming me. I did open up to these people once. I thought they were maybe a safe space when I was really triggered and going through a hard time. And I realized they were not. They were not. But it's okay. Because I am 35 years old. And I do have people on my side, but I really, there are some people who I really don't feel like I can trust, and they want me to trust them, but it's hard. I see things that remind me of other people I wish I could have trusted, but they, weren't trusting, weren't people I could trust. So it's just like never ending, the weight that we carry sometimes. And I think, what I really should do, something that helped me before, in 2024, I had a little sign that I put up in my house. It just said 2024, and it was in my living room, and it really helped ground me. And so I think I need one that says 2026. Just remind myself it's 21 years since that happened to me. But I am not going to be in that place again. I'm not that vulnerable. And even though I truly believe that everyone has the potential to be turned on in such a way by your community, by your family, in which they can essentially make you lose touch with reality and put you in a mental institution, if that's their toxicity. That's not happening to me. That is not happening to me. I am okay. I don't know. I guess I just, promised before that I was going to put videos out, and I've thought about a lot of different things I could talk about, but this is kind of what's been on my mind. And this week I also went through in my trauma work. I did some time. I was exploring my abandonment, and feel like I nailed down some of that trauma. I'm shaking because thinking about these things, that is what my body does. I get hot really quick for just a second, and then I mostly experience cold and I shake. I'm like a little chihuahua. Such a chihuahua. But I've had a lot of decent time and good stuff. I had a really good talk with my therapist. I was able to talk to her about some of this processing after I did it on my own. I kind of told her, and it was nice to be seen and to be validated. And she's got my back. She always tells me that I can call her, even if it's not my hour, and that I can reach out, but I don't. It's okay. I can wait. Yeah. I'm going to clean today. I'm going to clean, and I'm going to try to. I'm saying I'm not going to do this because it is a problem for me that's hard to not do, but I'm not going to get mad at myself for how messy things got and for how hard it is to get through it. I'm just going to get through what I get through and try to enjoy the process of cleaning without getting mad at myself. Wish me luck. Love y'all for listening. And, you know, I figure if you're listening to this, you probably relate. So I wish you peace. Bye.